Leadership lessons from Zelensky. Leadership lessons from Zelensky. I don't know about you, but I've been glued to the television with respect to this war that is happening right now with Russia trying to take over Ukraine and attacking Ukraine and everything. And it just kind of blows the mind. But in the midst of all of that, I often find myself also looking for how people lead during crisis moments. And so this morning, I want to talk about Zelensky, the president of the Ukraine, the country, the nation of Ukraine, that is now up against Russia. It's almost like David and Goliath. How in the world do you overcome that situation? So, in addition to praying, in addition to just being observant and hopeful that they overcome the aggression of Russia, I also find and looking at some leadership lessons. So that's what we're going to talk about this morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday morning. What a wonderful morning it is. An excellent morning. I'm ready for a great week. I don't know about you. Had a wonderful worship on yesterday. I hope, just a pause for a commercial, I hope you have the opportunity to check out our worship service, New Life Tube 1, and we're going to post it again. It was just outstanding. Our worship arts they hit it out of the park. And our guest speaker was so informative, inspiring, and empowering as well. So to that end, I just want to talk this morning. I want to talk this morning about Zelensky leadership lessons. If you don't know it, Zelensky is the president of the Ukraine. And in addition to being prayerful about what I see, I also look for leadership lessons. I mean, that's just who I am. That's what I got my PhD in. So I'm always on guard to see how people lead in moments of crisis. So I'm going to give you the text to talk and the takeaway in 5 minutes or less. Now, what I want you to do is to share the matter. Don't keep it to yourself. Do a watch party and make sure that you put your comments in the chat area as well. Good morning, Dolores. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Lena. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, Jeanette. How are you all on this morning? Good morning, Emma. I hope you guys had a great weekend and looking forward to a wonderful week, a wonderful work week. Let's get right into the word this morning. The text to talk, the takeaway, and it is 2 Timothy 1:7. You already know it. Hear it again for the first time. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and sound mind. Let me put it in context, and then we're going to roll through this with some leadership lessons from Zelensky. The context is this. I want you to notice the definite article in front of the word spirit. It's not a spirit, the spirit. In other words, there is a spirit in which has its own makeup that fear is. Fear is a spirit. And if it ever grips a hold of you, you can see how it will just take over everything. Well, when I look at this situation with Ukraine versus Russia, Ukraine led by Zelensky, their president, I see three things with respect to that text. The first thing is this: your fear will either rise or fall to failure in the face of your foe. Your fear will either rise or it will cause you to then lose out because there's no way you can defeat your foe in the midst of your fear. I use that particular language because as I was watching the news, uh, the former president of the Ukraine said that they were going to rise above their fear. There are times when you have to rise above your fear. And if you don't, you will fall in the face of your foe and be defeated. The second thing is this. The second thing is this. Fear negates the truth of you having the possibility of winning. If you are fearful, it will negate the truth that you could, in fact, win and defeat your foe. Let me say it one more time. If you are fearful, fear will erase the truth. The truth is that you can defeat your foe no matter how David and Goliath situation it may be. Why do I say that? I say that because, again, I want to quote Zelensky. He said this: their weapon was truth. And the opposition of Russia trying to take over their country and take their country from them, literally. As I was watching and listening to him, he said, our weapon is truth. Wow. Wow. And the truth is, Manna fam, you can win. You can win. And if you're fearful, that fear will erase that truth in your own heart and in your own mind and in your own determination to win. Here's the third thing I want to share with you. You have to face down your fears. You have to face down your fears. I love this. I was watching it again, just looking at those leadership lessons from Zelensky. And Europe and the United States offered him an exit strategy, literally, that he can leave his country. Have you ever thought about that? That he can get out with his family and leave the fighting to everybody else. His response was, I don't need a ride, I need ammunition. Oh my God. I don't need a ride, I need ammunition. There he was doing a selfie facing his foe. When you deal with your situation, you have to look your fear right in the face and say, hey, I don't need a ride. I need ammunition. What is your ammunition? The Word of God that says He has not given you the spirit of fear, but of love and of power and a sound mind. What's your takeaway this morning? Your takeaway is this: listen, leadership is the courage to take a stand and say, follow me. Leadership is the courage to take a stand and tell others, follow me. The Lord be with you today. May His face shine upon you, give you peace. I'm going to talk more about leadership this week as I observe and as we observe and are prayerful for the country of Ukraine. God bless you. Share the matter. Don't keep it to yourself. See you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. Bye now.